Welcome back to the Chaser's Edge home run slate breakdown. We're looking at Saturday, July 11th. And before we get into it, let's look at yesterday. Man, what a day we had yesterday, Friday. 10 guys that we called out on the video yesterday did hit a home run. We had a couple long shots in there as well, including McGonigal, Dominguez, and some mid-range guys like Abreu, Peterson, DeLauder, Herberto. Some chalk in there as well, but man, what a day. 10 guys called, and we had a good day outside of the home runs as well. 4-2 on straight bets in the Discord. And I also started a ladder challenge. So we're going to do $10 to $1,000. It's 7 days of bets. So you start with $10, you roll the winnings from day 1 into day 2, and so on and so forth. So yesterday was day 1. Started with $10. The bet won 21. We're taking that 21 and rolling it into today's bet. I am posting this every day on X, so make sure you follow me at ScadMeta on X. I post a lot of other stuff on there as well, home run wise and sports wise in general. But this here was today's ladder challenge. Riley Green, 1+ hit run RBI, and I'm gonna keep it at that unless it's a slate where I really like something else. I'm gonna keep this ladder challenge at the 1+ hit run RBI. I think there's a good opportunity there when you combine a few guys. So I did Riley Green, Vargas, and Josh Bell, and all three of those guys cashed for us pretty easily. So on to day 2, we take that $20, we turn it into 40, and if we do this correctly for 7 days, that $10 turns into $1,000. So it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. I mentioned that here in the post, but shit, I'm confident we could get it done. Why not, right? So yeah, we're on to day 2. Tomorrow, if we pass today, tomorrow will be day 3. We'll have the All-Star break for most of next week, and then we'll resume. If we're still going, we'll resume when the All-Star break is over. But with that being said, let's get back to the model here. And this, what you're seeing here, if it's your first time popping into a video, we go over the Chaser's Edge model. This is free to access right now. If you are in the Chaser's Edge Discord, which I'm going to link in the comments below, you can access everything that you see on this site and that we're going to go through yourself on your own device. So make sure you're in that Discord. We got a great community as well. We've got over 750 people in that Discord. A lot of great conversations happen, crafting plays and talking about the slate for the day. So make sure you join that Discord, and you could join and pop into this site here. It has the Chaser's Edge model that we go through, but it also has something we just added today, and that is the community tab. So the community tab is a spot where you can pick your own plays and accumulate Chasers points, as we call them. So you can see here today I picked Caglione, Goodman, Rice, and Green. And I hit on Caglione and Rice, and I gained Chasers points. So you can select who you think is going to home run here. And there's a leaderboard. So you could climb the leaderboard here. You can see Amy's here at the top. She's very active in the Discord. If we click in on Amy, it'll show us Amy's picks for the day. So she did well. Junior, Ellie, Devers, and Basayo all went for her today. So that's great. And then, the more points you accumulate, the further, obviously, you go up on the leaderboard. So something new we added here. We got some really good ideas for rewarding those with a lot of points on the site. So nothing official just yet, but let's just say you're going to want to be accumulating those chasers points. So get in here, log in with your Discord, and start picking some plays. So let's go ahead and get into it here. We're going to go back to the boards tab. Let me close out of X here just to save my computer some juice here. But we're gonna go to the Brewers and the Pirates. They have a double header today, so this we don't have official starters for game 1, so everything we go through here is going to be for game 2. Very important, just because I don't know who the pitchers are going to be for game 1. So for game 2, we've got Bubba Chandler on the mound for the Pirates. He's given up 10 home runs on the year. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's given up 8 of his home runs to lefties. And lefties definitely seeing him better. Top game day threats in this game, we got Bowers, Mitchell, Chourio, Sanchez. Model percentage, Bowers, Chourio, Mitchell, Terang. We'll include Sanchez in there as well. Home run threat, we've got Bowers, Mitchell, Terang, Contreras, and Frelick. Matchup-wise, nothing really standing out here. I think just the fact that we got Terang, Yelich, Frelick is kind of in there in the mix for the top matchup. Zone fit, we've got Mitchell, Bowers, Chourio, and Sanchez. And you can see Bowers is the only one with extra base hit history on Bubba. He has 1 extra base hit against him. Chandler's been pretty good against the home run this year. And I'm going to stick with the lefty matchup. I'm going Bowers here. I like his pitch mix. He's got the history with the extra base hit against him. Sees him well. Good matchup. So I'm going with Bowers in this one. The Brewers got Drohan on the mound. He has given up 5 home runs on the year. He's only faced 267 batters. All 5 home runs have come to righties. He is a left-handed pitcher, so that makes sense. But for the Pirates, top game day threats, Valdez, Lau, Reynolds, Davis, and Ozuna. Model percentage, Reynolds, Valdez, O'Hearn, Lau, and Davis. Home run threat, Reynolds, Lau, O'Hearn, Gonzalez. Matchup-wise, Ozuna and Lau are both ahead of the pack here. And they both got good zone fits as well. Lau, Ozuna, Reynolds, Valdez, and Davis. You can see O'Hearn has a extra base hit against Drohan. So I'm going to stick here with the right on left matchup. So I'm going to stick with right-handed batters. And I'm really liking Ozuna here. I think he's got a really good matchup. He's got the zone fit, his pitch mix, or how he hits against Drohan's pitch mix matches up very well. So I'm taking Ozuna here for a long shot. And I also like Valdez here. Again, right on left matchup. I like the model numbers for him. He's been mashing the ball as well. So I like Valdez in this spot as well. Okay. A's and White Sox. All All right, for the White Sox, we got Brian Hudson on the mound. He's going to be opening, and he's going to be opening for Fetty. So we're going to change this to Eric Fetty because he'll get the bulk of the innings. He's given up 15 home runs on the year. He's a right-handed pitcher, but he's given up 12 of his 15 home runs to right-handed batters. He's faced less righties as well. So righties just see him better from a power standpoint. You can see the power numbers here, much better. So that's interesting and good to note. Top game day threats for the A's: Kurtz, Langoliers, Soderstrom, Heim. We'll count Thomas in there as well. Model percentage: Kurtz, Heim, Soderstrom, Langoliers, and Thomas. Home run threat: Kurtz, Langoliers, Soderstrom. Matchup, nothing too crazy. Zone fit, it's a little all over the place because it's not sorting correctly, but we got Jacob Wilson, Langoliers, Cortez, Kurtz is in there, Soderstrom's in there, Heim, Thomas. A couple guys with some history as well. We've got Jacob Wilson with a home run and Jeff McNeil with an extra base hit. Kurtz was just put on the IL, so he's out. So disregard him here. Soderstrom came back from injury. He had a home run yesterday. I like him today to go back to back. He matches up very well with Fetty's pitch mix, the sweeper, the sinker. He hits very well against those two pitches. So I am going to Soderstrom here. I'm just going to leave it at that for the A's. The White Sox are facing off against Gage Jump. He has been pretty good. Giving up 4 home runs on the year. He is giving up 3 of them to right-handed batters. He's only faced 181 batters as well. Top game day threats for the Sox: Colson, Vargas, Grichuk, Benintendi, Teal, and Perez. Model percentage: Colson, Grichuk, Benintendi, Perez. Home run threat: Vargas, Atanachi, Colson, Braden, Junior Perez, and Medrath. Matchup, nothing too crazy here. Zone fit: Benintendi, Colson, Vargas. A little bit for Teal, Perez, and Grichuk. I'm liking how Colson's looking here. It's a left-on-left matchup, but he hits well against lefties. He's got a good zone fit. Pitch mix lines up a bit, so he's got a really good model percentage. So I'm going Colson here. I like him here. I'm just going to keep it at that for the Sox. On to Angels and Twins. We've got Joe Ryan on the bump for the Twins. He's given up 10 home runs on the year, 8 of them from lefties. He's been good, though. Under 3 ERA, he's 2.85. For the Angels, we got top game day threats: Trout, Neto, Soler. And we can kind of bring in Syria and Lowe here. Model percentage: Neto, Trout, Siri, Soler, and Lowe. Home run threat: Trout, Soler, Neto, Adele, Shanwell. Matchup-wise, Neto is really looking good here. Shanwell, Meckler, really it. Zone fit, Neto, Soler, Trout, Siri, and Lowe. Neto looks really good here. He's got 2 extra base hits against Joe Ryan. His zone fit is great. He's got a good matchup, high model percentage. We've also got a couple other guys with extra base hits, Soler, Trout, Adele. So really the top guys here against Joe Ryan. I'm going with Neto here. I like the matchup. He's seen Joe Ryan well. He hits the fastball good as well. So I'm going with Neto. Ryan Johnson starting for the Angels. He's given up 8 home runs this year. He's only faced 131 batters too. Even splits between right and left. I mean, damn near the same stats. Same average, 288. Same number of home runs. Top game day threats: Royce, Bell, Clemens, Carantini, Rodin. Model percentage: Clemens, Bell, Carantini, Royce, Brooks, Lee. Home run threat: Clemens, Bell, Keyshaw, Brooks, Lee. Matchup is really liking Josh Bell. Royce is getting a good matchup too. Larnach, Gray, Brooks, Lee. Zone fit: Bell, Royce, Carantini, Rodin, Clemens. Alright, I'm going Clemens here. I like he barrels the cutter very well. And Johnson here, he throws a lot of cutters. I'm also going long shot with Brooks Lee. He hits the cutter tremendously well. I really like this as a long shot for Brooks Lee. Okay. On to Colorado and San Francisco. We got the wind blowing out 11 miles an hour. Kyle Freeland on the mound for the Rockies. He's given up 17 home runs this year, 15 to righties. He is a left-handed pitcher. A lot of red here, which is good for the batter. Of course, a lot of the times he pitches at Coors, but they're in San Francisco today. Much less of a hitter's ballpark in San Francisco, more of a pitcher's park. So something to keep in mind there. But game day threat, we've got Devers, Ramos, Schmidt, Eldridge, Adames. The numbers look really good here for the Giants. Model percentage: Devers, Eldridge, Adames, Ramos, Schmidt. All the top Johns there. Home run threat: Schmidt, Rodriguez, Adames, Devers, Arias, and Hooley. Matchup-wise, Schmidt's getting the best matchup, but Ramos and Devers are up there too. It's a pretty big fall off after them guys. The matchup numbers are pretty close typically, so when you see like a 4-point difference, a 3-point difference, that's when I'm like, okay, these guys have a good matchup. Zone fit, we've got Devers, Schmidt, Ramos, Eldridge, and Adames. And you can see a lot of guys here with extra base hits. Ramos with 3, Schmidt, Devers, Adames, Hooley. Everyone but Hooley has at least a home run against him in the past. Okay, I'm liking Ramos and it didn't pick. Ramos and Schmidt here. I'm liking both of these guys. They've got just good matchups. They both hit the cutter very good. Freeland throws a lot of cutters. History against him. I mean, it's just, lights out here. Devers, same thing. Numbers are there. Um, I just don't, not going to trust the left on left matchup. Devers still, you know, hits it well, but I'm going Ramos and Schmidt here. And if you want a third, I would go Devers. We got Tyler Mahle on the mound for the Giants. He's given up 12 home runs this year. He's faced 308 batters, even splits between lefties and righties, but better averages from righties. Top game day threats: Goodman, Moniak, Karros, Castro, Carrig. Model percentage: Goodman, Sullivan, Karros, Moniak, Carrig. Home run threat: Freeman, Karros, Goodman, Johnson, Rumfield, McCarthy, Tovar, Castro. They got a lot of guys that hit the ball hard and barrel it. Matchup, nothing crazy. Zone fit: Goodman, Moniak. See, Goodman's got an extra base hit against Mahle. Sullivan and McCarthy both do as well. Goodman has hit Mahle well in the past. I like the matchup here. I'm going to go back to Goodman. He's due, man. He's due. I also really like how Karros matches up here. So, Goodman, Karros. I like both of them a lot here. Okay, we've got Yankees and Nationals next. And Schlittler's on the mound for the Yankees. Not a great matchup for the Nats. He's given up 10 home runs this year, 442 batters faced. Even splits 5 and 5 between left and right. But Schlittler has been very good. So it's a tough matchup. Top game day threats: Garcia, Wood, Mead, Cruz, Abrams. Model percentage: Garcia, Abrams, Wood, Mead. Home run threat: Wood, Garcia, Abrams, and then Lyle, Young, Nunez. Matchup is liking Garcia and Abrams the most. Wood is up there. Lyle, Vivas. Zone fit: Garcia's got the best zone fit. Abrams not too far behind. Wood, Cruz, Mead, Tena, and Chaparro. I don't love anyone here. Abrams crushes the cutter. And that's, aside from the fastball, Schlittler's favorite pitch. I'm going to go long shot on Abrams here against Schlittler. We got Michaelis on the mound for the Nats. That, on the other side, we got Schlittler, a bad matchup for the Nats, but Michaelis gives up a ton of home runs, so that's good for the Yankees. He's given up 20 home runs this year, 12 to righties, 8 to lefties. A lot of red here, just good across the board. Top game day threat: Jazz, Rice, Grisham, Rosario. Model percentage: Rice, Chisholm, Goldschmidt, Caballero, Rosario. Home run threat: Rice, Belly, Grisham, Chisholm. Matchup: Jazz, Grisham. They've got really good matchups. Rice, Belly, Wells, Dominguez. So it kind of gets bundled together here. So really Grisham, Jazz standing out. Zone fits: Jazz, Grisham, Rosario. A little bit for Schumann, Rice, McMahon. few guys with extra base hits in the past against Michaelis: Jazz, Goldschmidt, McMahon, Rosario. McMahon's got a home run off of him. Okay, I really like Jazz here. He homered yesterday. I think he gets back on track. He goes back to back here. I like the matchup. Hard not to take Ben Rice, man. So I gotta call. I gotta call Rice. I have to imagine his odds aren't going to be great, so I might not include him in a lot of tickets, but might be an easy play to throw in. He's just been on fire, so hard not to pick him. And then for a long shot, I'm going McMahon. I like McMahon's numbers against Michaelis. He's seen him a lot. He's got good history, so I think this matchup warrants picking three guys. So those are the three that I'm going with here. All right. We got Red Sox and Mets. We're in New York. Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Mets. He's given up 14 home runs this year. 13 of the 14 have been to lefties. He's definitely given up better numbers to lefties. Game day threat: Duran, Abreu, Eaton, Monasterio, and Harris. Model home run percent: Durbin, Monasterio, Harris. Home run threat: Abreu, Harris, Duran, Rafaela, Durbin. Nothing crazy on the matchup. Zone fit: we've got Duran, Abreu, Monasterio, Eaton. And just Rafaela, who's got a home run against Peralta. Duran looks decent, but I don't really trust him. And I'm liking the way he's been hitting the ball better, and he matches up well with Freddie. So I'm going Yoshida for a long shot and just going to leave it at that. For the Red Sox, for the Mets, we've got we don't have a pitcher. Don't have a pitcher. Let me see if I can figure out who's going to likely pitch. So they called up Eduardo Rivera. He's a lefty, but it's looking like he's going to be an opener, or at least like maybe just a few innings. So it's looking like a bullpen game for the Red Sox. So it's hard to really call anything just without a matchup. I think Alvarez is so due. So I'm just going to select him as due here. Against the bullpen, probably get a couple good matchups. So I'm going to go with Alvarez here and just leave it at that. On to Guards and Marlins. We've got Bybee on the mound for the Guardians. He's given up 20 home runs on the season, 14 to lefties. He's definitely given up better numbers. Actually, better average to righties, but more home runs to lefties. Game day threat: Stowers, Herberto, Conine, Mack. Model percentage: Herberto, Stowers, Mack. Home run threat: Stowers, Edwards, Lopez, Marcy, and Hicks. Matchup: Mack is getting a really good matchup here. And he's also got the best zone fit. Stowers, Conine also in there as well. I'm liking Liam Hicks here. I like the matchup with the pitch mix. I don't love Mac. He doesn't hit the cutter as well. He's been 214 against the cutter. He's only faced it a handful of times, but I don't love that. I guess he does. He had barreled it. But if he gets a fastball sinker, he's got a good enough zone fit. If there's a mistake, he could hit one. But I'm just going to stick with Hicks here. He's due, too. Liam Hicks. Cleveland's going up against Perez. He's given up 13 home runs on the season, 9 of them to righties. He's faced 323 batters. Top game day threats: Hoskins, Arias, Manzardo. Falls off a bit, Fry and Watson. Model percentage: Fry, Arias, Hoskins. Falls off to Manzardo and Hedges. Home run threat: DeLauder, Manzardo, Kwan, and Rocchio. Matchup: Kwan, DeLauder, helping Watson. Yeah, nothing crazy, I guess, from a outlier standpoint. Zone fit: Hoskins, Manzardo, Arias. And we've got a couple guys here that have homered off of Perez, Kwan, and Arias. Perez has been pretty good recently. Only 2 home runs in his last 4 games. So he's been stingy there. Man, I'm going back to DeLauder here. We've picked him the past 2 days. He's homered for us the past 2 days. He hits Perez's pitch mix so good. And he's on fire. So we're taking him. 3rd day in a row. Let's run it back. I do kind of like Bazana here. Much, more of a long shot, but I just like the way he looks here against Perez and his pitch mix. Okay, on to Mariners and Rays. All right, for Seattle, we got Logan Gilbert on the bump. He's given up 14 home runs this year. Pretty even splits as well. Top game day threats: Junior, Mesa, Fiducia, Vilade, Mullins, DeLuca. Model percentage: Junior, Mullins, DeLuca, Vilade, Mesa. Home run threat: Aranda, Caminero, Diaz, Mullins, Simpson. Matchup: we've got Aranda, Fiducia, Mullins. Nothing too crazy here. Zone fit: Caminero and Mesa. And a couple guys with extra base hits against: Gilbert, DeLuca, and Fortes. I don't really love any of the Rays here. I'm going to go Yandy just for a long shot, just because I like the matchup a bit here. But like I said, I don't really love any Rays here. We got Griffin Jacks on the mound for the Rays. He has given up 12 home runs on the year, only 266 batters faced. Game day threat: Canzone, Raleigh, Garver, Arozarena. Model percentage: Canzone, Emerson, Young. A little bit for Garver, Randy, Raleigh. Home run threat: Arozarena, Crawford, Young, Naylor. Nothing too crazy on the matchup. Zone fit: we got Canzone, Raleigh, Garver, Raleigh. A few guys here with history: Cal with the 2 extra base hits and a home run. Randy with the home run. Crawford, Naylor both with extra base hits. All right, Randy hits the off speed pretty good. Jax is more of an off speed pitcher. I'm going with Randy here. I like that play. And he's got one off of him in the past. So let's go to Phillies and Tigers. We've got Casey Mize on the mound for the Tigers. This is going to be a really good pitching matchup. Mize on the mound for the Tigers, Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. But Mize has only given up 5 home runs this year, 280 batters faced. 4 of his 5 have come from righties. Righties hitting well against him. He is a righty himself. Game day threat: Schwarber, Hill, Marsh, Harper, Rincones. Model percent: Schwarber, Marsh, Harper, Hill. Home run threat: Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. A little bit for Crawford, Stott, Bohm, and Trey. Matchup: Marsh, Schwarber, Harper, really. They're getting the best zone fits too. Marsh, Schwarber, Hill, Harper, and Rincones here. Couple guys with history. Harper's got 2 extra base hits. Bohm's got a home run, and Trey has an extra base hit. Man, Harper's been struggling a bit, but I'm going to pick him here. He's got 2 extra base hits against Mize. Sees him well. I'm going to go with Harper. Chris Sanchez on the bump for the Phillies. He has been very, very good this year. He's faced almost 500 batters. Tells you how long he's staying in games. And 10 of his 11 home runs have come against righties, who are hitting him much better since he's a lefty. Top game day threats: Green, Torque, Carpenter, Dingler, Valencia. Model percentage: Keith, Torque, Carpenter, Green, Rogers, Dingler in there. Home run threat: Dingler. I don't know if Dingler's going to be back in or not, but I'll still call him out here. Dingler, Green, Torque, McGonigal. Matchup: Valencia, Melgary, Yuli, Vierling. Nothing crazy. Zone fit: Green. Little bit for Rogers, Torque, Dingler, Carpenter, and Keith, but nothing crazy there either. I don't really love any of the Tigers here, to be honest. A lot of their power comes from the left. I don't love it against Sanchez, and just in general against Chris Sanchez, not a great matchup. So I'm leaving them be there. We got Stros and Rangers. Kumar Rocker on the mound for the Rangers. He's given up 9 home runs this year. He's been pretty good. 7 of the 9 home runs have come against lefties. Lefties hitting him much better. Game day threat: Jordan, Smith, Trammell, Walker. Model percentage: Jordan, Altuve, Matthews, Paredes, Smith, Trammell. Home run threat: Alvarez, Smith, Paredes, Diaz, Walker, and Altuve. Matchup is really liking Jordan. Zone fit: Jordan, Cam Smith, and then a little bit for Walker, Dezenzo, Trammell, and Wade. Jordan's got a home run off of Kumar. Man, Christian Walker has 7 home runs against the slider this year. That's Kumar Rocker's favorite pitch. So for that reason, I'm going with Walker here. I really like the matchup. Peter Lambert on the mound for the Stros. He's given up just 10 home runs this year. 7 of those coming against righties. Righties have better numbers against him as well. Top game day threats: Berger, Foscue, Peterson, Langford, Nimmo. Model percentage, Langford, Foscue, Peterson, Berger, Higgy. Home run threat, Nimmo, Jung, Lopez, Berger, Duran. Matchups really like in Jock. And zone fit, Nimmo, Peterson, Carter. And then Berger, Foscue, Higgy, Langford. Some history here too. Jock has 3 extra base hits, 2 of them being homers. Berger's got a home run off of him. Jung and Duran both have extra base hits. I don't trust Berger to go back to back. Peterson, I don't love the way, although he's hit him well, he doesn't match up great against the pitch mix. So for him to hit another, I don't know if I love. I'm going to go Nimmo here. I like the matchup. Okay. On to Royals and Orioles. We've got Kyle Bradish on the mound for the Orioles. He's given up 12 home runs this year, even splits, but he's been pretty good. 430 batters faced, only 12 home runs. He's been better recently as well. Top game day threats, Caglione, Witt, Jensen, Fall Off, and then Sal, Maley. Home run percentage, Cags, Jensen, Lane Thomas, Maley, Witt. Home run threat, Witt, Caglione, Marte, Vinny P, who's back off IL, by the way. Perez, Jensen, Collins. Matchups really liking Jensen here. It's also giving him the best zone fit. After him, Bobby, Perez, Cags, and Maley. Cags has a home run off of Bradish. Jensen hits the sinker very well, and Bradish is a sinker ball pitcher, so I'm gonna take him. And I think Cags starts to heat up as well. So I like Cags here too, but Jensen's my number one. All right, Noah Cameron on the mound for the Royals. He's given up 10 home runs this year. 7 of those 10 to righties, but he's faced a lot more righties being a lefty. Game day threat, Alonso, Mayo, Basayo, Cowser, and O'Neill. Model percentage, Alonso, Mayo, O'Neill, Cowser, Basayo. Home run threat, Alonso, Ward, Gunner. Matchup is really liking Mayo. He's got a good zone fit. Basayo as well. Cowser, Pete, O'Neill, and Jackson Holiday for a little bit. I like Alonso here. He's my number one on this game. I also like Mayo as well. They both match up well, but I'd go with Alonso first. Okay. We've got the Cubs and the Reds. Nick Lodolo on the mound for the Reds. He's given up 8 home runs on the year. He's a lefty, so he's given up 7 of 8 home runs to righties. 257 batters faced. We've got game day threat, PCA, Seiya, Conforto, Happ, Swanson. Model percentage, PCA, Swanson, Suzuki, Conforto, Kelly. Home run threat, PCA, Seiya, Ramirez, Bush, Happ, Horner, Swanson, Bregman. Matchup wise, looking Dansby, Hap, Horner. Nothing like really standing out though. Zone fit, we've got Bush, PCA, Ramirez, Hap, Swanson, Conforto, Seiya, Kelly, Amaya all have zone fits. Extra base hits against Lodolo. Hap's got 6 with a home run. Seiya's got 3. Dansby's got 3 with 2 home runs. Horner and Bush each have 1 as well. Give me Seiya here. I like him a lot. He's been hot. And he's hit 3 extra base hits against Lodolo. He sees him well. He's 5 for 15. I'm going Seiya. Cubs have Assad on the mound against the Reds. He's given up 10 home runs this year, 8 of those to lefties. He's only faced 224 batters. Top game day threats: Ellie, Gino, Stevenson, Stewart, Marte, Steer. Model percentage: Gino, Marte, Stewart, Steer. And Ellie's in there too. Home run threat: Ellie, Stewart, Steer, Marte. Matchup wise, like an Ellie the most. Zone fit: Ellie, Marte, Stewart, Stevenson. A couple guys here with a little bit. Extra base hits against Assad. Ellie's got 2 with a home run. Hayes has a home run. Steer has got an extra base hit. I like Ellie here a lot. Matches up very good with the pitch mix. And I'm going to take Blade as a long shot to keep the... I think he heats up here. He's been so off for a bit now, slumping. So I think Blade gets back on track. I mean, he has hit 2 home runs in the last 3 games, so he is back on track. But I think he starts heating up a bit here as well. So on to the Braves and Cardinals. We've got Reynaldo Lopez on the mound for the Braves. He has faced 239 batters, given up 7 home runs. Even splits between right and left. A little bit more home runs for righties. Game day threat, we got Jordan Walker, Burleson, Velasquez. We'll fall off there. Model percentage: Burleson, Torres, Walker, Velasquez. Home run threat: Walker, Burleson, Weatherholt, Pajes, Herrera, and Wynn. Burleson getting a little bit better matchup. Zone fit is Walker, Burleson, Velasquez. Only extra base hit has come from Herrera. Burleson's 0 for 5 against Lopez, but no strikeouts. He hits the pitch mix here incredibly. I'm going to go Burleson. I like this play a lot. 0 for 5 against Lopez, but I think that means he's just due to connect on one there, because he didn't strike out at all against him, so he was making contact. And I'm going Herrera as a long shot here. Liberatore is on the mound for the Cardinals. He's given up 17 home runs this year. He is a lefty, so 11 of his 17 have come from righties, but still pretty vulnerable to left-handed batters. He hasn't seen as many. His home run per 9 for lefties is 2.884. So that's crazy. Game day threat: Olsen, Harris, Bart, Riley. Let me kind of get down here. Model percentage: Olsen, Bart, White. Home run threat: Baldwin, Olsen, Harris, Dom Smith, Dubone. Matchup: Joey Bart is a little bit ahead here. Zone fit, we've got Olsen, Harris, Bart. And you can see Harris got an extra base hit on him. Bart has gotten a home run. All right, I'm going to go Mike Harris here. I like that. And then for a long shot, I'm going Albies. I like Albies here. He hits lefties very good. And I like the matchup. Okay. Second to last, Blue Jays and Padres. Padres are going up against Savage. He's been very good this year. 7 home runs given up, just about 300 batters faced. Even splits for him. Game day threat, France, Campusano, Machado, Tatis, Cronenworth. Lower game day threats here, of course, against Savage. Model percentage, Machado, Cronenworth, Sheets, France. Home run threat, Tatis, Merrill, Sheets, Machado, and Bogarts. Nothing crazy on the matchup. Only France with the zone fit. I am not loving this matchup, but I'm going to go with Tatis. Think he's due. I like the matchup a little bit here, but I don't love this for the Padres against Savage. The Blue Jays are going up against Walker Buehler. He's given up 11 home runs this year, 375 batters faced. It's been good from a home run standpoint, but he's given up a lot of runs. 5.07 ERA. Top game day threat, Kazuma, Springer, Valenzuela, Clase, Urias. Model percentage, Kazuma, Springer, Valenzuela, Clase. Home run threat, Kazuma, Guerrero, Varsho, Clement, and Jimenez. Top matchups, Varsho, Keys, Jimenez. Extra base hit history. We got Vladdy, Varsho, Springer have all homered off of Buehler. Kazuma's been hot, but he doesn't hit the cutter well. And that's Buehler's pitch. And Springer crushes the cutter, so I'm going with him. He's got a homer off of Buehler, and I like that matchup there. Okay, last game, Diamondbacks and Dodgers. We've got Fott on the mound for the D-backs. He's given up 8 home runs this year. 7 of them have come against lefties. Lefties hitting very good against Pafat. Game day threat, Otani, rushing Muncy, Teoscar, Mookie, Rojas. We got model percentage. Otani, Freeman, rushing. Home run threat, Otani, Freeman, Muncy, Pajes, Tucker. Matchup, we've got Muncy, Freeman, Tucker. Zone fit, Muncy rushing Otani. We've got a few guys with history here too. Everyone with home runs. Freeman, Betts, Otani, Tucker, and Teoscar. Muncy's got 2 extra base hits. A few of these guys with extra base hits outside of the home runs. Pafat has been good here recently since starting. I'm just gonna go with Muncy here. Good zone fit. I like the mix. I do like Otani as well. I'm going to pick him because he just crushes sinkers, and that's Pafat's main pitch. So I'm going to go Muncy and Otani here. Otani's been hot too, man. Yoshi is on the mound for the Dodgers. 400 batters faced, 11 home runs given up, even splits between righties, lefties. Game day threat, Corbin, Cattell, little drop off, Kepler, Barossa. Model percentage, Carroll, Marte, Barossa. Home run threat, Cattell, Carroll, Arenado, Perdomo, Vargas. Matchups liking Cattell, Perdomo. Zone fit, Cattell, Corbin, Barossa, a little bit for Kepler, not too much. 3 guys with homers off of Yoshi, Moreno, Perdomo, and Marte. Marte also has another extra base hit. I don't love the matchup here again, but if I'm going anyone, I'm going chalk with Cattell. Okay, so that does it for today's slate breakdown. Make sure you drop a like on the video for support and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in tuning into these daily. I post the same type of video every single day going through the MLB slate. So other than that, I will have that ladder challenge on X and in the Chasers Edge Discord. So follow me on X, join the Chasers Edge Discord. It'll be linked in the comments, and you can also access all of the data that we went through here today. So good luck on this Saturday with all your bets, and we'll be back tomorrow.